Good morning, world. How are we doing, everyone? All good, I hope. So we are 3 minutes away from painting. This will be the third day of painting with Pete. So we've gone through a couple of different ideas already. I've got my station set up, so I've got paper on the wall so I can paint wherever I like. Got 3 canvases set up that we've painted and a record sleeve. We've also got a canvas that we're going to finish up today that we painted yesterday. So get your gear ready, get some paints, get some pencils and stuff. I'm going to clean my glasses. All you really need today is some paint, a pen, a pencil, anything to draw with and anything to draw on, okay? Again, all we're doing is being creative. This is a creative hour, so we can just get some of those creative juices going, get some energy up, keep your head and your heart pumping, all right? Easy peasy. 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes. Today, we're going to draw monsters, all right? So if you do have a couple of colours, please pick 3 of your favourites. We're going to be using Alan as a template. So Alan is the face we drew yesterday. If you see yesterday's video, he's just under here. He's not gone anywhere. He's all right. He's still here. We're going to use Alan's template to create a monster. But first, we're going to do some paint layers because I want to see these finished today, so they need to dry. So we're going to work on the skull. We're going to work on the Stay Safe. And we're going to work on the record sleeve. I really like this one as is. So we'll see how that goes. Any ideas, please give me a shout. Give me a heads up. Lovely stuff. So yeah, when we do the monsters, I'm going to do it on the big wall here. I've got my big bag of Poscas, so I've got loads of different colours of pens. So we can choose colours for the eyes, the nose, the mouth. We can do an expression, we can draw an eye patch, we can give him punk hair, we can give him an afro, hats, anything you want. Customise it, create a monster. It can be a version of you. It can be a character you've come up with through your imagination. It can be anything like that. Alright, so we've got 1 more minute and we're going to start painting. We're going to have some bit of music as well on the background just to keep us nice and fluid. That will be by my good friend Nicky Hughes, aka Man Cub. Love to the Man Cub and the Hughes posse. So that's going to be the instrumentals that we're going to be playing. In fact, I'll start now. So I hope you can hear them. Hello. Sorry if you just missed me there. I was just sorting the music out. So yeah, shouts to Man Cub. Find him on YouTube. Find him on Instagram. Find him on Facebook. Follow that guy. He's an amazing hip hop producer. He's worked with loads of different people from Manchester like myself. Sup Andy Morris. So yeah, get some tunes on. Get some water. Get a cup of tea. It's 10 o'clock, so we're going to start painting right now. Forgive the reflections and the shades there. Again, another beautiful day outside. So we're going to start painting. So again, because I want the pieces to dry, I'm going to start doing the paint first. So please join me. We will be creating a monster very soon on this wall here, using different colours and all that sort of stuff. It's up to Michael Maynard. So yeah, grab some pens, grab some paper, get some water. Nice bit of breathing, bit of stretch, and let's go. So let's paint. So first things first, I'm going to just pull this skull out by painting a dark area around him so he becomes the focus. I know I did say I like the red tears in this on the first day. We still have evidence of those coming through it, so I like just to give the skull a little bit more shape. Morning, Ma. Again, nice and light, not being too crazy. I'm looking for the breaks in the paintbrush, alright? So again, kind of using it, overkilling the brush and just tearing into it. So just a nice light fade around the outside of the skull. I'm just trying to do vertical lines and give the skull area a little bit more density. You can still see the lines coming through in the back, but it's a little bit darker, that's all. What I'm doing is down strokes, again to kind of keep that brush stroke in it. As you probably can't see it, I will bring it nearer once it's dried and finished. But basically the black layer is just giving it a baseline so the blue can really pop out from the skull. So a little bit more there. Again, I hope you all can hear me. Give me a shout if you can. I just want to make sure all the levels are right and all that sort of stuff. Forgive the technical issues yesterday and the day before. I think we've sorted them out now. So yeah, let's just keep painting. Morning, Mr. Seymour. How we doing? Love to Dylan and the family. So we're waiting for the black to dry on this one. I'm going to move over to the Stay Safe. Basically what I'm going to do, I've showed you it already, but I'm basically going to create a shape within the Stay Safe, okay? So the way I'm going to do that, I need something circular. I don't have a protractor, I don't have a compass, but I have lots of round things. So the bottom of cups, plant pots, you know, tape, middles, toilet roll holders, anything like that, just to get that perfect circle. I mean, I will be using a vinyl. I won't be using this one, but this one's the closest to hand. And I wouldn't want to get any paint on this guy. Shout out to the Zeus. But let's find a record. So again, I know I have quite a lot of art materials. I realise not everybody has that kind of level of art material. It really doesn't matter at the moment. It's just about getting creative and pushing out. You can draw on anything as well. So I'm looking for something circular to draw around. So what's better than a vinyl? Nice and easy, perfect shape, nice little reference to obsolete formats as well. Obviously I've painted these as well. These are backgrounds. This guy's a finished one. But yeah, so these are just ready to go to paint over again. I'm going to use Mr. Green to draw around. Again, this is only a vinyl. Go to a charity shop, spend 30p and get 6 vinyls, whatever. Draw on anything. Ink and paint go really well onto these. I'm going to get my pencil. And obviously because I'm doing a circle, I need to find the middle of the piece first and foremost. So, got my little tape measure out. We're just going to find the middle line. 2 seconds. Okay, so all I've done there, measure from the top to the bottom, half it. Measure from the left to the right, half it. You will find 2 lines that cross right in the middle. That is now your centre. It just so happens that vinyl, played on a record player, has a dot in the middle. So you can actually see your mark if you're drawing around it. So, always thinking. There he is. Found him. Good. Okay, so I have a nice big circular shape on top of the Stay Safe. And the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to put the Rune camera into it as a circle. And I might even try and do it as I rotate the page so the writing stays perfectly circular. We'll see. So that's lined up. Let's have a look. I'm tempted to go a little bit small on the circle, so I'm going to use my plant pot circle as my outline. Be careful with things like this, certainly doing vertical, make sure you've got a good grip on it because it will slip out. So basically, the circle that I drew with the vinyl was a little bit too big. I want the circle right in the middle and nice and balanced in the shape. So I'm going to just go for a slightly smaller shape. You'll see how I do that in a minute. I think the next section should be touch test on this guy. He's getting there, probably about another 5 minutes for that guy to dry. Yes, Jackson Beckett, how we doing everybody? So what I'm going to do is fill this in with writing. I think it might be a little bit boring if you saw me off camera, so I'm going to try and do it vertically. All right, you'll see. Okay, I'm actually going to take it off. I'm switching my head up a little bit. I'm just going to take this guy off. Just like that. I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to draw straight onto him. It's all about working and adapting to your situation. That masking tape is a lot stronger than I thought. So. Okay, that's the pens. Just turn these down a little bit. I didn't steal my mum's old vinyls for the record, thanks Mum. No, these are a collection of old vinyls that I pick up from charity shops. Most of the time, just for my vinyl collecting. If I don't know the record, I will always buy it because of the artwork, right? If I like the artwork, it's probably going to sound something similar to how the artwork looks. So I really like vinyl artwork, and again, I've got a load there. If you've got anything old, again, circular, adapt a little bit, draw around your hand if you need a hand shape, draw around, again, plates and cups and stuff if you need circles. Just use everyday items that are in the home. If you want a certain shape, there are squares, triangles and circles everywhere. Enjoy. So I've just done a little bit of a piece on here. Again, this is all going to be developed eventually. That is basically a lyric. So like I was saying about the runes, so the Nordic rune style stuff is all lyrics. This one is specifically one that I've written with Dead Kings. This is called Bare Arms, and it's all about supporting each other. I might wrap it later if someone shows me a heart or two, I might wrap it. But that font style can go on anything. Like I was saying yesterday, you can draw on anything you want. If you've got an old skateboard, I mean this one's sexy gold gloss paint, so that's why it looks so nice. There we are. But the full skateboard, again, all that is painted up, lacquered a little bit, and then drawn on. You can draw on anything. Draw on trainers, draw on skateboards, draw on your walls if you want, draw anything you like. So next up, we're going to do some white lines, all right? We've got about another, where's my control? 2 seconds. So yeah, we're going to be drawing monsters in a minute. I just want to get the last paint lines up on these guys so they can dry. We've got about another 15 minutes before brew time. Brew time is at 10:30. So if anyone's needing a bit more energy, need a cup of tea, get a coffee in you, all that sort of stuff. Hello, Lucy Morris. Mine's milk, 2 sugars, please. I've got my little tea here. My mug today is my I Heart NY mug. There we are. Show me your mugs if you've got a mug. If you've got a favourite mug, or you're drinking from something exciting today. A shoe, I don't know, I've got a vase, whatever. I will take this opportunity to shout my t-shirt out as well today. Today's t-shirt is by Nicola Fernandez. Please follow her online, she is amazing. Fernandez Makes on Instagram and Facebook, and you can go on her website as well. She's got some amazing products, absolutely amazing. Really creative, really modern woman, really colourful. If you want a nice piece of artwork for your house, for your flat, for someone else's flat, go and check Fernandez Makes out. So this is the diner one. It says snacks, and then on the back it says all day I dream about snacks. So go and check her work out, check her t-shirts and her prints out and all that sort of stuff. Let's keep painting. Good, okay. Right, so I'm going to get my white acrylic out. We'll use the studio, white acrylic. So we're basically going to draw a similar verse, but in paint with a paintbrush. So you get to see the difference between a Posca. So I use this guy for the stay safe writing, and I'm going to use a thin brush and some acrylic to show you the wording on the rune camo on here. This already has a couple of layers in it, including the runes, including the red and the blue. Behind it, there's a bit of yellow in there as well. So I'm going to put white over the top of that just to give it a crisp, nice border. I'm going to start about an inch in from the edge and then go an inch up to the circle, so that it should have a really nice kind of flat aesthetic. Just going to put some more music on. Hello. Okay, right, sorry about that. Nice one. Hope everyone's doing alright. Again, I will take this opportunity just to say, if you're feeling a little bit weird, a little bit strange, not really kind of feeling okay with what's going on in the world, please, please, please take some time for yourself. Stick your head out the window for 10 minutes, get some water, get a bit of fruit, some food, go for a little walk, stay 2 meters away from everyone obviously, but put some music on, get that vibe back in you, and hit it and start the day. And obviously we're doing this just to keep creative. I'm painting, I'm bored in my flat, I'm going to be painting anyway, so thank you for keeping me company. I hope everyone's doing all right. Let's do this. Okay, so there we are. The rune font in white over the record sleeve. Again, I kind of like the idea that this could be a real artwork for an actual record. Just for the record, these beats are for an EP that's taking ages, but I'm going to be dropping Carmelade. It's my EP coming out soon. Again, some of these beats you might hear some of them. Love to mank up for those. So again, these are lyrics. If you do find yourself not knowing what to do, being a bit bored or something, think of your favourite record. Maybe research those lyrics. See if you've got the lyrics right first and foremost. I probably spent about 15 years thinking one of my favourite records was that, and part of the lyrics. You listen to the actual lyrics, find out it's something completely different. Write those lyrics up. I'm just writing my own. So if you like Rapper's Delight, or if you like an Ariana Grande tune or anything like that, write those lyrics down. Maybe even draw something in them. See what comes out of that. Again, I'm just using my own work to kind of to showcase this, but you can do that with anything, right? Whether it's a favourite poem, favourite rap, favourite song lyrics, anything like that. Just get creative. And again, this is all about drawing whatever you want. It's not, you don't have to be following me. I'm very happy if you are, thank you very much. And shouts to Ollie again for the drawings on the first day. Amazing skulls, thank you, sir. So again, this is just kind of to get some expression out. And we have 8 minutes till brew time. So again, let's keep this moving. I'm going to start working directly onto this guy. So I'm going to start putting thin white lines around him and drawing the final layer of the skull line onto it. Okay. I am going to use the gloss, so fingers crossed it. No, actually, I can use I'll use the acrylic so it can dry soon, because I want to show you the difference between what it looks like on the wall while you're using it, and then obviously when you've ended up framing it, the difference in that as well. Okay, give me 2 seconds, I'm just going to read some comments. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much. My mum's watching. Sup, Mum? Hi, Mum. And shouts to Big Casimo as well. Just for the record, again, these lyrics, I'm going to read them. So this is the hook for a record called Bare Arms. So this is, support is nothing without bare arms raised, like a king in the crowd, in the right space. These thrones can't rust, they're made of honor and trust, and these native blades are stronger than the ones that try and break us. That's that one. And again, up to here, this is success is nothing on your own, it's a lonely road, and so I'm not trying to fill the thing in, I'm just using the size of the font to dictate what the sentence structure is like. You might hear some more of that later. Okay, they're gonna, again, 7 minutes now, I'm gonna finish this skull up, and then we're gonna have a cup of tea. Again, don't be too precious about anything today. Or the past couple of days, there is no kind of, I'm not putting the technical training in. I'm certainly not going down the sort of colour wheel or how to blend or anything like that. I will be looking into doing that sort of stuff, but let's get the school done. And I have an announcement after brew time as well. I have an announcement at about 25 to 11, so please stick with us. Big announcements. My bubble wrap's attacking me, that's what that is, sorry about that. 3 minutes to brew time. Okay, there's Mr. Skull finished. A little bit rough, but again, I'm allowing that to kind of sit in, see how it looks. I'm gonna say he's finished for now. 2 seconds. Again, it doesn't matter if those lines are a bit not perfect, imperfect. It's all about having that kind of creative edge to it. We are 2 minutes away from brew time, so if you're still drawing, please keep drawing. 2 more minutes and we'll get the kettle on. And then we'll have the announcement. We've got an announcement, everyone. And then we're going to start. And I know, in fact, after we come back from brew time, we're going to do monsters. All right. A really, really easy way of keeping that creativity going, especially if you've got kids of any age. Excuse me. Is just creating funny one-line kind of illustrations. I'll go through a couple of techniques about how we're going to do them. So I'm going to do a continuous line drawing, so not taking the pen off the page, and then I'll do a full piece, like a full kind of monster face, again, where we're going to be using the structures that we learned with Alan yesterday. Thanks to Austin Sherman for the name. He is just hiding under here. I've just put a new sheet of paper down. So we're going to create a monster using those techniques. So we'll draw an eggish shape, we'll draw some eyes and a nose and a mouth, and then we can customize it as well. So we can have like piercing if he wants to wear a hat, if he wants to have a scarf on, if he wants to be, I don't know, missing tooth, have a gold tooth, or like an ear piercing again, anything like that. So we're going to keep that creativity going. I've just noticed it is officially brew time, 10:30. Go and put the kettle on, take a couple of minutes, get yourself a brew, pens down, paintbrushes down, make sure they're in the water, and then all we're going to do, come back, I'll see you in 5 minutes. I'll see you back here at 25 to 11. I've got a little announcement, as I keep saying, and then we'll move on to the monsters, alright? This guy might have to wait. I'll see if we've got time. If we're doing one layer on him, and I might be continuing him next week. So yeah, stay with us. Go and put a cup of tea on. I'm gonna go and put my brew on. See you in a second. Forgot my mug, didn't I? Cheers, everyone. Okay, lovely stuff. Again, milk, 2 sugars for Pete. Thank you. Show me your mugs. I've got my I Heart NY mug today. And the t-shirt I'm wearing, Nicola Fernandez. Check Fernandez Makes out online. She's amazing. I will be trying to shout everyone out over the course of these little episodes. And again, the music's by Man Cub. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing okay. Give me a shout if you're in the building. Let me know you're rocking with me. Again, we're just waiting for these to dry. And again, if you need a little switch in the head, have a sit down, enjoy it. Get some water, have a cup of tea, eat some fruit, get some food in, stick your head out the window for 10 minutes. Absolutely amazing. One of the most beautiful things last night, I don't know if anyone participated. I sincerely hope you did. At 8 o'clock last night, I went outside and stood on my doorstep and just heard the world clapping for the NHS. Send me a little clap emoji if you're repping the NHS. Shouts to Seymour and everybody repping. All the nurses, everyone looking after us and putting us first and risking their health and risking their lives, really, for the sake of everyone else. So shouts to everyone who works for the NHS. It was a beautiful moment in England last night. Got a little bit emotional. Very nice, just standing out outside hearing all the claps, absolutely amazing. Round of applause to the NHS. Incredible work, thank you for looking after us. Okay, we've got another minute, one more minute, and we're gonna start doing our monsters. So I'm basically gonna choose 3 or 4 colors to draw a monster with. I'm just gonna move Pink Skull for a minute. So we've got a nice fresh sheet to work on. So I'm gonna go with, we'll go for a green, we'll go for a blue. Let's have a look. Okay, cool, so I've got a couple of colours with me. Again, these are all my Poscas. So I've got light green, I've got some pink, got some blue, got an orange and a purple, and we've got yellow and red and black from yesterday as well. So, it's 25 to, it's monster time. Again, if you've got little kids, walk in the park, art lesson really. So again, all we're doing is going off Alan yesterday. If you missed him yesterday, it's on there from yesterday's episode. We drew a big egg, we cut him in half, we gave him a nose line and a mouth line, we gave him a moustache and some glasses and some punk hair, loads of different things. Today we're going to switch it a little bit so we can make it a little bit more monster. Like for example, I think my monster will have 3 eyes instead of 2, so you can compensate with that. The ratios might be a little bit different from Alan, but again, allow that kind of fluidity to come out and just to keep drawing. The first thing I'm going to do is the single line drawing. Okay, so I just want to show you in black on there how to do a single line drawing. So it's basically everything's going to be linked. So all the eyes and the nose line, you're not allowed to take the pen off the page and just see what happens, all right? So I've got my black. I'm just going to do a little guy here. About here. Okay, so I always start with the eyes and the nose and the mouth and then come into the jaw and the face and the ears. So let's go. And my pen runs out. We missed the nostril there, sorry. Super weird. Again, it doesn't matter. We're just creating characters, okay? So all we're going to do now, I'm going to move the camera up a little bit so you can get a bit more on here. I'm going to do a monster on here in different colours. So again, super easy. I know that's nothing technical at all. All I've done is draw eyes and I've kept the pen going on the page as it goes down. Shouts to Kenny Clayton. What's up, bro? Let's move this up a little bit just so you can see him. Excuse the wobbles. Hello. Okay, so again, I'm going to do it nice and big. This isn't going to be a single line drawing. I'm just going to create different. I'm going to do the eyes, the nose, the mouth, ears, face, and then customize it. Let's do happy eyes. I'm going to go crazy eye on the other one. Eyes. Let's get your pens. Simple nose. I'm going to do a happy monster, right? So he's going to be smiling, but he's going to have fangs. And I said he was going to have 3 eyes, so we've got to do a 3 eye. Okay. What else can he have? Let's give him a piercing. And let's colour his eye in a little bit. He's going to have a bald head, but I'm going to put a cap on him as well. He's got a little bum chin as well, and he needs sticking his tongue out. Again, it really doesn't matter what you're drawing at the moment. We're just drawing. So let's give him a cap. You can have some crazy beard. And then we could even start colouring bits in. So we've got our basics. So I'm just going to colour the eye in. Give his mouth a little bit of depth. And his blue nose. Again, it really doesn't matter at this point what things are looking like. If your pen's running out, use that, make that part of it. Go. Again, it looks a bit weird. That's absolutely fine, that's what we want. Going to give him some depth, so we're just going to come in here and here. Again, I'm not limiting myself to the lines. We're just going over and working with it and all that sort of stuff. Yes, Austin, yes, do Marley, haven't you? Super simple versions, that's all we're asking. So once that's dry, all I'm going to do is go straight over it with the black, and again, hopefully, a bit more like that. Again, the weirder, the better, quite honestly. You've got a hat on there. Okay, it can be as easy as that. Again, I know that's not the greatest drawing in the world, but again, there are things in that, like the colours, the actual structure of the face is pretty much correct. So the eyes are there, the nose is there, the mouth is there, he's got a hat on, I've given him a crazy eye, I've given him his third eye, he's got his tongue out, he's got fangs, so he's a bit of a vampire. Again, come up with a name for your monsters if you are drawing with me. Thank you so much for sticking by me. Draw your monsters, give them a name. Again, that can be edited, so you could even create a family of monsters. Create your family as monsters if you wanted. Like, anything like that, or just keep those creative juices going and going and going. And it's a really good idea, and obviously you can get other people involved as well. So you can ask your mum, ask your guardian, ask your brother to sit there and you can draw them as a monster. This is a slow process, all right? It's all about practice, practice, practice. And again, I realise I'm doing what I normally do in a very short amount of time. Obviously, it's only been 3 days for pieces. Normally they take a week, 2 weeks sometimes a month. But it's just all about keeping that, keeping the fluidity going. And you can come up with loads of different things. I've done whole sketchbooks of these kind of characters. Again, just to get into my pens, know my colour, work out what looks good, what doesn't, all that sort of stuff. It's all trial and error, like art is. There we are. Okay, so we've got about 10 minutes left. I want to just finish up. So these guys should be dry as well. A couple more minutes for these two. And I'm going to take them off the wall and we can see them so they're completely flat and not obviously with the excess and stuff around it. However, the announcement, yes, I think it's time. Hello. So basically, on Monday, I'm going to be doing the show weekdays. On Monday is the first collab with Manchester's Finest and myself, Pete Obsolete. So Paint with Pete on Monday at 10 o'clock will be over on Manchester Finest. Okay, Manchester's Finest Facebook page. Please follow them. They support a lot of local artists and a lot of local musicians and venues and stuff and nightlife and all that sort of stuff. So if you are joining me on Monday, please join me. Please follow Manchester's Finest on Facebook. The live stream and the episode will be coming from my garden over on Manchester's Finest, and we will be painting something similar to this guy, but with audience interaction involved as well. So if you've got any ideas for me to paint, if you've got a colour you want or anything, please give me a shout. Head over to Manchester's Finest, give them a like, give them a shout, and that's Monday's episode of Paint with Pete in the garden with way better lighting, I promise. Maybe some spray paint as well. So obviously for the spray paint, like today I've got my painting gear on, like my joggers, I've got my flip-flops on, I've got everything covered. With the spray paint, obviously that goes directly onto clothing as well. So I'm going to be fully sorted. I've got my gas mask, or my painting mask, and my gloves, and all that sort of stuff. If you have a garden, please make the most of it. I know a lot of people are still wandering around outside and having picnics and all that sort of stuff. It is so tempting, do not get me wrong, it is so tempting to go out there and start summer, all right? Now is not the time, all right? Make the most of the time that you've got inside. Again, if you need some fresh air, stick your head out the window. Call somebody, have a chat with somebody, get a cup of tea in there, get some fruit and some food, and realise this will all blow over soon. I know it's hard, it's beautiful out there, don't get me wrong, but we've got to look after each other, got to look after ourselves, and we've got to look after our NHS as well. So please stay inside. And again, what better way of doing it, of staying inside, than getting a paintbrush out, getting some pens, listening to some music, breathing a little bit, do some stretches, maybe do a bit of exercise. Stay good, keep your head good, keep your heart good. Okay, we'll see if these are dry now. Let's just get some more tunes on. Okay, so we've got 10 minutes left. I was going to put another layer on this guy, but I think this potentially could be next week's project as well. Again, all I've done is taken a canvas that has been sitting in my flat for a while, and I've decided to change it, that's all. It's also about not being precious about your artwork, so letting it evolve, and obviously everything becomes a background, so I really like this background. I painted the white skull yesterday. He's now completely dry. So that's probably going to go into next week's stockpile cache to be painting next week. All right. So if you've got a canvas and stuff, be ready to join me for painting next week as well. I'm going to take the pieces off the wall now so you can see them without them being a little bit more messy. All right. There's one. There's two. Go over here. There's the record sleeve. Somewhere from there. Okay, so that's everything off the wall. Excuse me. So again, like I said, we put masking tape on the piece of paper to create little borders around them. So they've got their own little frame. So if they don't go into a frame, they have their own frame. However, because I've masking taped up that black, it's going to come off in a dead straight line apparently. There you go. See that line? Beautiful. Okay, again. Masking tape is amazing. I'm pretty sure my whole life is made up from masking tape and photocopiers. They're literally the lifelines of any creative artist. Make friends with your photocopiers, they are amazing. So again, there we are. It did tear a little bit, but because I put too much down, but that's the piece. Again, that little border gives it a really nice clean edge. So if you were going to frame it, all good. Same with the big guy. So we're going to very, very gently find the edge of the masking tape. If I can. Oh, this guy didn't have a border on, did he? Ah, my bad. I thought this guy had a border on, but it wasn't. It was because I used a tram ticket on the borders yesterday. Again, these are obviously just where the masking tape is. There's this guy. Regarde. Again, nice and close up. You can see all the layers in it. Bit of yellow, bit of green. Bit of red, lots of blue and white. And then the Stay Safe. So again, all I'm going to do is peel these edges off. And we've got that straight line. Just like that. I'm sure this is amazingly entertaining to watch. Just me looking confused off camera, I guess. 2 seconds, we're just getting the last bit of the masking tape off the Stay Safe piece. I really like this one. Again, the kind of just by putting more than one colour against the white, it ends up having a really kind of happy vibe to it. Cheeky masking tape. A bit more on this guy. And there we are. Stay Safe. Again, with a nice clean edge there. Thank you for No Dirty / Stu Morley. I didn't mean it to be that satisfying, I'll be honest, mate, but there was a kind of a certain satisfaction with the reveal of the final pieces. And again, it will always look different from when it's stuck on the wall with loads of mess around it to having this really nice clean edge. There we are. Okay, so in the past couple of days, we've done quite a lot. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for drawing with me if you are drawing. If you got me on in the background, if I'm just keeping you company, thank you, you're keeping me company as well. It's very important these days. All we had was 4 pieces of white A3 cartridge paper or sketchbook paper. We put layers on. We used a record sleeve as well, so we're thinking outside the box. It's not just A4 or A3 paper, this is a different format to use. And again, it gives you more interesting things with the structure of it. So we've done layers on here. We did the layers on the Stay Safe and the skull and the heart. Again, I think minimal and knowing when to stop are important as well. So I think I'm going to leave this guy. He's only got 1, 2, 3 layers on it. 3 layers. So red, the black, and then the white, and that's it. Again, choose 3 colours, play with those 3 colours. My favourite colours are black, white and red. That's why I love these colours. That's why that red looks amazing, doesn't it? Lovely. And then obviously the big guy. So if you're using A4 standard copy paper, it's going to probably be a bit ripply. Alright, that's why I use it's 200 gram GSM sketchbook paper. So that's Mr. Skull again. see the layers in it, you see the tears, you can see the brush mark in it. The most important thing for me personally is the human element in art. So if I can see how someone's done it, or I can see a brush stroke in it, I love it. I went to the Keith Haring exhibition. If you don't know Keith Haring, get to know. It will put joy in your life. And I could see the brush strokes within his brush and his pieces. And that genuinely, I felt a real connection with it. Like I could imagine him painting. So it's those bits that I look for. So that is our 4 pieces of work. We've also drawn Alan. We did a structure of a face yesterday. Alan's under here. We've got a new guy. We're going to call him Fred, because he's Fred Durst hat. That's all I got. So he's Fred. My monster is called Fred. Give your monster a name. Please show me your monsters as well. If you've drawn anything, if your kids have drawn anything, please tag me in any photos you want. I love seeing people's artwork. Again, I work for a night called Overdrawn. That is an art night, all about getting adults back into their heads of kids, so we can just draw anything. There's no pressure or no stresses about it. So I love that interaction. I love seeing how people draw, how they respond to stuff as well, and how they react to the world. So please keep creative. Thank you so much. It is 11 o'clock now. Thank you so much for following me for the past 3 days. Peace and love. And again, please get on Manchester's Finest on Facebook. I am collaborating with them. That's an abbreviation. I am collaborating with them on Monday. They will be in my garden, and we were doing a kind of interactive call and respond, painting live. So you get to see how we do with slightly better lighting and probably better sound as well. So yeah, have a fantastic afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe, look after each other, wash those hands. And again, if you're feeling like it's getting a bit on top, you need a bit of time out, take it. It is vital that we take our time for ourselves. Have a cup of tea, drink some water, eat some fruit, have some food, sing a song, do a little dance. Everything's gonna be fine. See you on Monday. Peace and love.